Hello everybody. So I am going to tell you today about my thoughts on commission-based work. Now I'm going to talk to you as if you're somebody who doesn't really know what a commission-based job is and you're considering taking one, be it in another country, in another state, in another place. This has just come upon you as an option and you're looking for answers. So as somebody who's done both types of work, I've done paid work, unpaid work, I've done work for a wage, work for a salary, and I've done a lot of work on commission. I am here to give you a bit of a balanced idea on the pros and cons list of the options. So I'll start off, I guess, with the cons list. Oh, what is a commission-based job? Just for those who don't entirely understand what it is. A commission-based job is when you're paid for I guess a sale. You're paid per unit you sell or per unit of work that you produce. Instead of being paid a flat wage and doing work within that time frame, you're paid for your work output. So what are the cons of this role? Some of the cons of doing a commission-based job is, I guess, there's a financial risk. So when you first start the role, you're likely to be in a learning phase. And you're likely, it can be a bit of a tumultuous period where you're learning a new product, you're learning a new industry, you're learning a new skill set, and therefore you're not making as many sales or doing as much work, productive work, as you'd like. What that will result in is, because you're paid on commission, is that you don't at the start get as much money as you might like. Another, I guess, thing that ties into that is like the emotional uncertainty of your future and the anxiety that can be associated with that. So obviously, if you're in a tough financial situation personally, let's say you're a backpacker who's traveling the world, you've only really got enough for the next few weeks to live, and you go to another country and you're trying to decide whether to take a commission-based job, it could be an idea to understand that there is potential for no income at the start of the job if it's not for you or you're not instantly amazing at it for whatever reason. So there's that bit of anxiety as well. You also must manage your own finances, generally speaking. A lot of commission-based jobs, you're going to be working as a sole trader. You're like a business owner. So you're going to have to pay your own taxes, collect your own taxes and pay them yourself. You're going to have to manage your own books. You're going to have to learn to do bookkeeping. There is also, I guess, amongst people who have not done it before, there's negative connotations associated with the word commission or the phrase commission-based work for some people, because they see it as a bit salesy and as if you have to be dishonest in what you're doing and be pushy with customers to try and get your product sold or whatever it is that you're selling. Now, I guess I'll move on to the pros list. So the things that are good about it. For me, the flexibility of a commission-based job, because generally speaking, you are going to be a sole trader or somebody who's working for themselves or contracting with a company. That's usually how commission-based work is structured. You've got the flexibility to go away and come back whenever you want, generally speaking. The other things I'd say is the money can be absolutely phenomenal because you're paid on your output of work and how productive you are. You might find in your current job that you're doing now that's not commission-based, that there's people who work incredibly hard and there's people who work not very hard and are a bit sloppy and slobby about their way they go about their work. The thing is, with any other normal job, they're getting paid the same amount of money, no matter how good or bad they are at their job. With the commission-based job, if you're one of those people who's good at what they do and apply themselves, it's very financially rewarding, which is absolutely fantastic. The other thing I'd touch on is being the fact that you earn what you're worth does create the sentiment of self-improvement. So generally people who work on commission, you get hungry for it. You grow to love what you're doing and want to take it to the next level if it is right for you. And you tend to work on yourself quite a lot. You invest money in yourself, you get better at your job, you earn more money. So it does tie hand in hand with self-improvement. And one of the other things I've mentioned, it is a great way to learn a lot about business. If you are wanting to be an entrepreneurial person or create your own or start your own company or business at some point, doing a commission-based job is like learning how to run a business without as much risk. Generally speaking, when you start your own company or your own business, you might start selling products. directly for yourself, you're going to have to outlay money. So you're going to have to pay for these products. With commission-based jobs where you're contracting to an organization, the only loss or risk is the fact that you might walk home one day without having earned any money. It's not likely that you'll go home in a negative or having to have spent lots of money for the product and not being able to sell it. So yeah, as a wrap up, what I'd say about commission-based work, it is definitely not for everybody. If you prefer to just be a slower paced person and just kind of get along with just working away, and you don't mind too much about, I guess, improving your abilities, you just want to cruise along, don't take a commission-based job. If you want security and financial security, and you're in a tough financial situation, probably think twice about taking a commission-based job. If you're an outgoing person and you back yourself and you want success and you constantly like to improve yourself, you don't mind a bit of anxiety and a little bit of tough times occasionally, and you want to build resilience in yourself, a commission-based job can be absolutely fantastic. So that's probably what I'd leave you on. Now, one thing I'd please ask you guys is, if you haven't already, chuck your finger on that like button now. Go down, press it, make it turn blue. That's really good for the YouTube and social media algorithms. It helps me and us spread our message to as many people as possible. Also, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be releasing content like this and better all the time. So it's a really good thing to be a part of. We'd love for you to help us spread our message to as many people as we can. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll get back to you with another lesson shortly.